Hey you guys, happy Sunday. Today is Easter Sunday, April 20th. And listen, y'all. So, in about 13 days, we have Atlanta Frocktail. And guess what? I only have 13 days, haven't started, and I am having a complete meltdown. Why? Because even though the event is in 13 days, I only have 12 days to really come up with something relatively quick before I fly to Atlanta for the Frocktails. And your girl haven't started. So, can I pull off the white rabbit? And nah. So let's go ahead and look at some patterns that I could potentially do really, really quick and get a dress done for Atlanta Frocktail. Let's go ahead and go now. But before we start, let's go ahead and talk about the shirt that I have on, because many of you guys hit me up and was like, what's that you're wearing? I made this top in 2021, I think. I have a complete sew along for it. It's McCall 7629. I believe that's the pattern number. It is another number now because I used the older pattern. I'll put it up on the screen so you're able to see both of those patterns as well as the sew along. But yeah, let's go ahead and look at some patterns that I could potentially do, and I'll show you the fabric that I am going to be using for Atlanta Frocktail. Let's go now. So for this make, I decided to go with the White Rabbit and Alice Adventures in Wonderland. And the reason why is because the White Rabbit symbolized anxiety about time pressure and the fear of being late. Now, you guys know your girl ain't necessarily late all the time, but who wants to be late for Frogtails? I mean, I guess you could call it better late than never. But the White Rabbit represents the stress and anxiety of modern life. And then if you remember in the movie, the White Rabbit urges Alice to enter the rabbit hole and experience the whimsical world of Wonderland, which in this case is going to be Atlantaland. So the White Rabbit constant rushing and preoccupation with his watch. So I got to make sure that I have a watch for that. And that watch reflects the pressure of time and expectations. Okay. So for this make, I wanted to give that rabbit, so I need to make sure that I have something with a watch, clock, time, something like that. I think I want to take it back to Flavor Flav with the watch, but I'm not wearing a watch around my neck. We're just not going to do that today, okay? So I have to make sure that I have something in my make, or I have something for a time already, but we'll see about that. I have my accessories already. So yeah. So without further ado, to keep this video short, sweet, and to the point, let's go ahead and look at some patterns that would work very well with this make. Let's go ahead and do that now. Alright, so let's go ahead and start off with the first look. So I have 3 inspiration photos I'm going to show you today. So this is the first look, which is being like a navy blue blazer, a white button-down shirt, and a white pair of pants. The accessories is different, so I'm not looking at the accessories, just pretty much the items that's being worn, the apparel part. So for first things first, let's talk about the blazer. So actually, let's talk about the button-down shirt first. So I do have a few patterns in mind. I'm not going to give a lot of patterns because I feel like I could go down a rabbit hole, pun intended, for this. So I'm only going to give a few patterns of what I would be looking for to build this entire set. So let's go ahead and look at the patterns now for inspiration picture number 1. So for inspiration photo number 1, for the button-down shirt, I'm looking at Vogue 9029, view D as in David, Dog, Delta, however you want to say it, for view D. And in view D, this one right here, it's basically the same button-down shirt. I would just make it in white. Now here's the thing, I could skip making the button-down shirt because I already have a white button-down shirt that I made using Simplicity 1538 many moons ago. I want to say about 5-6 years ago. I think I made it in 2018, 2019, something like that. So I'm definitely could use the button down shirt and don't have to make one. But if I was to make a button down shirt, this is the pattern that I would use. Once again, it's Vogue 9029 for that button down shirt. Now moving on over to the blazer. Now I am on the fence on what pattern I want to use for the pants, simply because I do not want fitted pants, okay? And because I do not want like skinny jeans or super fitted, I think I'm gonna make wide leg pants instead, but that's just for another time. I don't know what pant pattern to use, so let's go ahead and get over to the blazer. So in terms of the blazer, I have three patterns I'm looking at. One being my TNT pattern, being New Look 6035. And the reason why I pulled this pattern out is simply, or showing you guys, is simply because I have done this one, done sew-alongs for this one so many times on this channel. I think I have sewn this pattern 6 times, and it is AT&T. I wouldn't have to do any sizing up or anything. I know I could sew this pattern out of the package because I have already done all those modifications. So it would be an easy to sew, roughly about 3 to 3.5 hours to sew this from start to finish. So that's the first pattern that I am looking at doing. View A, no color blocking for that one. Second pattern is Burda 6463. Now here's the thing with Burda 6463. First of all, it'll challenge me to do more Burda patterns, okay? I don't do a lot of Burda patterns simply because here in the US, I don't know many individuals who actually sold Burda patterns, but I do have a nice size stack of Burda patterns that I own, pretty much like a whole bin, you know, like one of those gallon containers of Burda patterns. So I do like them. I just don't do them a lot on my channel, but I want to change that. Even though Joann is or closer to being closed, whatever you want to call it, it makes it a little bit more difficult, but that's one of the things that I want to start doing, is actually use more of the patterns that I own. All right, so this is the second pattern that I'm thinking about. If I do this pattern, it would be view A, the longer view, and leave it open. All right. And the last pattern for the blazer that I'm looking at for inspiration photo number 1 is Simplicity 3071. Now, this is a new pattern that came out with Mimi G. It is a unisex blazer pattern. I like this one. I literally have this in PDF, so I'm pretty sure I might go with this one, but I don't know. All three of them is good patterns. Let me know in the comment section below, if I was to choose inspiration number 1, which pattern should I use for the blazer? Let me know in the comment section below. Let's go ahead and move over to inspiration number 2. So inspiration number 2 is a white fit and flare dress and a blue polka dot style blazer. Now, the thing with inspiration number 2 is I only have one pattern for the dress, and I think I have 2 patterns in mind for the jacket or blazer. Let's go ahead and get into those patterns that I am considering for inspiration number 2. So starting off with the dress, yes. So for the dress, I'm looking at only one pattern, and that pattern is being a fit and flared skirt of Vogue 9202. Now, this one is a little older. It may be harder to find the pattern, get the pattern, whatnot. But I feel that if I was to do this dress, I would definitely do view A on this pattern, simply because I feel that view A is as close to it as possible. And in a white, it'll basically hide that extra seam line right under the bust, or like at the top part of your waist. So I think this one would be a good one to do that. Now, moving over to the blazer. So for the blazer, I have 3 patterns in mind. One pattern in mind outside of the New Look 6035. I think that works perfectly. However, Simplicity 9930 also works perfectly for that blazer. It is not oversized, but not fitted either. It's in between the two. And I feel that Simplicity 9930 is easy to sew, and it would fit the bill for that blazer. Let me know if you would try Simplicity 9930 for that make. let's go ahead and move over to the last inspiration photo. All right, so let's talk about inspiration photo number 3, which is basically a white dress and a teal, or I don't know what to call the blue, like kind of like a midnight blue, but more so a lighter midnight blue blazer for that. So just to look at the inspiration that I have, so I picked out one dress pattern as well as one dress pattern and one blazer pattern. So for the dress pattern that I'm looking at is New Look 6341. I feel like this one, with the princess seams and the scoop back, I feel like this would fit the bill for what I'm looking for in the dress. And then in terms of the blazer, I have done this pattern before. I have a complete sew along there. It's Simplicity 8844. So when I made this pattern before, I did view and there it was a whole story about how the cleaners the cleaners lost my fabric or lost my blazer. So yeah, I don't even want to talk about that. But anyway, I don't know if I want to do this pattern because of that, but we will see. Let's just build a bridge and get over it. All right, so those are the 2 patterns that I'm looking at doing for inspiration number 3. All right, so there you have it. That is my meltdown for Atlanta Frocktail. I have South Florida Frocktail done. Now it's getting Atlanta Frocktail done. Oh my God, 2 Frocktails in a week and a pattern testing going on all weekend. I've been sewing since Thursday of last week, and now we are on Sunday. I took a little break, went to Disney earlier in the day, and now it's just time to get back to work. All right, well, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. If this video was educational, inspiring, and fun, you guys know what to do. Give your girl a thumbs up on the channel. Subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. Comment and let me know which pattern should I use in order to make White Rabbit. Let me know based off of the patterns that I showed you. And you guys know what I'm going to say. Share this video with a friend who can use this information. Until next time, keep sewing.